In Congress, new steps tonight to stop exorbitant pay as well. Lisa Sylvester reports on the battle between Congress and the administration over that plan to open our highways to Mexican trucks. Bill Tucker reports on a congressional plan to give shareholders more control over what is now exorbitant CEO pay. We begin with Lisa Sylvester in Washington. Lisa?
Lou, the Department of Transportation will begin a year-long pilot program. Hundreds of Mexican truck drivers will be permitted to travel anywhere in the United States to deliver goods. Right now, they're limited to within 25 miles of the border, but some congressional lawmakers say it will lead to a gaping hole in the nation's safety and security system.
Transportation Secretary Mary Peters tried to downplay the program. Mexican companies would be limited to making only international deliveries. Fewer than 1,000 Mexican trucks involved. Safety provisions in place.
This demonstration program, by exercising it at this time, will eliminate the very costly, very cumbersome, very outdated system of moving freight across the border with Mexico and replace it with a safe and efficient process.
The Transportation Department says the Mexican drivers will meet U.S. safety requirements and on-site audits will be performed. Despite reassurances, critics say the U.S. government is opening the country to increase drug traffic.
In our new post-9/11 world, we have learned a lot more about terrorist threats and how to prevent them. We've also learned a lot more about illegal immigration and the methods used to smuggle citizens into the United States.
There are also safety concerns.
And we don't know how many hours these truck drivers have been behind the wheel before they cross the border. We don't know whether truck driver drug and alcohol testing in Mexico is adequate.
Mexican truck drivers are supposed to undergo drug and alcohol testing, but there is not a single certified drug testing laboratory in Mexico.
Basically, as we're going to sacrifice the safety of our highways for some efficiency of an unsafe Mexican truck, leaving the heart of Mexico and coming across with very little protection for American drivers.
U.S. drivers have to pass rigorous testing to be licensed in the United States. The bar is much lower for Mexican drivers.
And there are many unresolved issues, including will U.S. law enforcement have access to Mexican truck drivers' driving records? How will the U.S. government check every truck in the pilot program before it enters the United States as promised? And if the pilot program were extended, they would have to check 4.6 million trucks entering the United States from Mexico. These questions have not been fully answered, yet somehow the Department of Transportation expects to begin this program, Lou, within 60 days.
Well, it follows absolutely consonantly with the basic direction and imperative of this administration. There should be no surprise about that. Perhaps some surprise that Congress is acquiescing to this so-called pilot program on the part of the Transportation Department. Congress is simply just going to roll over.
They are at this point asking the questions. They haven't received all of the answers. And as of now, though, Lou, that program is set to begin within 60 days.
Well, I guess we'll find out what direction this Democratic Congress wants to go. Thank you very much. Appreciate it very much, Lisa Sylvester.